If you think about it, this is the time that is the most fertile for you to sow little seeds of change, of hope. This is the time of year when we really are kind with ourselves and say, yeah, that could happen. I believe in myself. One of you sent me a very personal email, and I won't say your name because in case you want to keep that private, but it really touched me, and you're going through such a hard time. She was asking me how young people who perhaps are still at school or still studying, how they should make their dreams happen or get through that whole period. In my final year of high school, I chose to homeschool myself because I was being bullied a lot. I was really academic, and I just found like a lot of people that I was surrounded by didn't think that was cool. I couldn't wait to get out into the real adult world where you can choose to surround yourself with people that you have things in common with, or who you respect, or who you admire. I always had this feeling like, just let me out into the world. I want to start my life. I want to live on my own terms. I want to go out and find people who I can connect with, not be surrounded by my peers, or just be, living in my parents' house and not able to forge my own way. I get that. It's really hard. It's particularly hard when you're not financially independent yet, so you're limited in terms of what you can do. What I would do is fill my days with making lists, making journal entries, trying to work out what I wanted, because I think that what you can do without any money or without any support from your family is write a journal and try and understand what you think would make you happy. Cut out pictures of the life that you want. I know it sounds silly, but I would do that. I should show you. I've got like diaries where I've literally cut out a picture of an Alitalia plane, and I would stick it in just to remind myself that that's where I'm going to be. I would screen grab a scene from my favorite film, and then print it out, and then I would cut it out and stick it into my journal just to remind me that this is going to happen, this visualization. And do you know what they say about visualization is the longer you're seeing something, the more your subconscious starts to accept that this is an inevitability. You're going to make that happen. You're going to manifest what you have been writing and seeing in your little cutouts. You know exactly what you want, and you are focusing on it. You've probably heard that saying, how we become a combination of the 5 people we frequent the most in our life. So that could be a friend, that could be a teacher, that could be a family member, whether we like it or not. We take on their perspectives, their fears, their dress sense, their accent even, and so this can be positive or negative. It's not always going to be easy to find people who you can learn from or who inspire you in your immediate environment, okay, in your home, in your school, in your friendship circle. But this is why the internet now is so wonderful, because you can choose to have these virtual friends. You can choose an author who inspires you and read all of their work. You can choose to find a vlogger who puts up videos that are very intimate, so you feel like they're one of your friends actually. Think very carefully about who you're surrounding yourself with, because you might feel down, and you probably have very good reason to feel down. There's family issues going on. You don't like the body that you're in, and you have a lot of insecurities about that. You don't know what you want, and you're worried that you'll never find happiness. You haven't had any luck in love, and you've been trying, and it's just not fair. All of these are valid reasons to feel sad or depressed. But what you do have unlimited control over is what goes into your mind, into your heart, who you read, what vloggers or videos you watch when you wake up in the morning, what authors you read just before you fall asleep at night. I find these are crucial moments in your day, when you first wake up and before you go to sleep. What are you consuming then? At the start of the day, when you've got hope and you want to set your mood for the day and how you approach the world, and then at the end of the day, when you're filled with anxiety and insecurities, and you're going over thinking, why did that person say that to me, and why didn't I respond in this way, or you're just weighed down by problems that you think, I need to find a solution for that. that is the time when you need to say, right, I know this is coming, so I'm going to have an author or a vlogger or a podcast or someone who can really change my perspective or just reset my mood. There are so many role models out there who fortunately today we can have access to, and I do believe that a lot of vloggers really are just trying to share their experiences in the hope that it will help someone. I've found a lot of comfort in it. A lot of times I've thought, oh, I'm all alone in this problem. And you search online and inevitably you're not alone. There are so many people out there dealing with the exact same issue, and you don't need to find a solution to it. It just takes that weight away from you, knowing there are others out there, and you're just like, you know what, I don't have to feel so much pressure to resolve my situation. I can just know that maybe this is a part of life, maybe this is a phase that I have to go through. My personal approach to dreaming and goal setting is to mix mindset and inspiration with pragmatic action and hard work. There are so many people who have been where you are right now, who have overcome setbacks, found success, and created scholarships or grants for people just like you. You'll be surprised at the diversity of scholarships, competitions, and financial aid for people who are determined and passionate. It takes research and effort and self-belief in order to write a compelling application and to not just dismiss it thinking, they would never pick me, what's the point in even bothering? Believe in yourself, and sooner or later, others will believe in you too.